What's up, everybody in the chat? I'm just give it a few more minutes. You know how I do it. Again, what's up, everybody in the chat? Spitting Fire, J-Rock, Lady, Gemini, Dimple, Chevy Chick, Angela, Vicky Simmons. How y'all doing? You know, I was trying to get this working right last night. It just didn't want to cooperate. What's going on? Let me make sure this is still live. Looks like there's a problem. Hold on 1 second. If you can hear me, make sure you drop a heart in the chat. If not, I'm gonna keep trying. Okay, so how many in the chat saw the last video I just uploaded? Titled, Is R. Kelly Being Held Responsible for His Entourage? So before I get started, let me just address this for one simple reason. When you text people, when you're messaging people, it could be very well possible that there's a miscommunication or something like that. So I just wanted to vocalize my responses to these messages and what I was responding to this morning. Early this morning, an account set up with Don Russell's name left a comment. And then they was like, here's a link to such and such. And that was basically their comment. So I made a post on my social media basically like, you would think after all this person would not be on YouTube, you know, common sense. Either this person, again, is either a moron or they're intentionally doing this stupid ass shit. So someone responds and they're like, they hope he's not that stupid. Well, wasn't nothing wrong with that until I continued to read, and it's like, but some about people calling the government and blase. My thing is this. When I saw that part of the comment, it just made me kind of side-eye the whole conversation in general for the simple fact, when you're doing things in the public front, if you're doing things on social media, don't nobody necessarily have to call the police. Like, so when that statement is made, it's like you're trying to throw out there the bullshit that's going on social media. That's going on YouTube. Now, there's only a handful of people that are on my social media from YouTube. So for the most part, I like to stick away from the unnecessary bullshit. So for me, when somebody brings in a certain comment that would be pointing the finger over some shit that other people are doing on YouTube, such as calling the police on each other, making these reports and all this shit, if that ain't got nothing to do with R. Kelly, right? So why even mention that in the comment? Right or wrong? Just if I jump the gun in making that assumption and thinking when you're talking about R. Kelly and you're saying you're supporting R. Kelly, there's no need to bring forth actions that YouTubers are doing that you don't agree with, right or wrong. Exactly. You know, I try to stay out of the bullshit, but when you bring up some shit that even I witnessed, and if I see this person over here talking about police on this person, and then I see this person over here talking about call the police on this person, I don't agree with none of this shit at all. I don't give a fuck who doing it. I'm not the police type of motherfucker unless my life is in danger. The shit that we have witnessed on YouTube is crazy. And what bothers me is when you say that, and then when you even mention that you ain't got nothing to do with that type of behavior, people automatically get offensive and wonder why you're getting defensive, because it's, again, all these people are trying to shift their narratives of how they want things to go. If I say this, then that means I'm supporting Dana J. I'm riding the Dana J juice. This, and that. If I disagree with something that has been said that directly affects the commenters, you all subscribers' opinion about things that I'm saying, I'm going to speak on that. But for people to come to my platforms and want to inject the bullshit that's going on, such as the people calling the police on my platform, when I'm speaking on, if I'm speaking on the people within R. Kelly's camp that are doing stupid shit, that's what I'm speaking on. I don't give a fuck what's going on YouTube. So when you bring in things that have occurred on YouTube, that's what I mean. That's what I'm responding to when I say I ain't got nothing to do with that. And when I say it like that, I'm telling you that just so that you don't twist my words and again come back on these motherfucking platforms and push that bullshit ass narrative. Oh, the prima donna over here on this side. I ain't on nobody's side but the truth. And let's be real about the situation. From the beginning, my approach has been to watch things play out, not interject myself in certain shit. I've watched all these interviews, yes. I've watched quite a few lives. Even if I didn't comment, 9 times out of 10, I'm commenting to send a message to certain individuals that keep coming at me with this certain bullshit. The fact of the matter is, I realize that people have been trying to push certain narratives. And I have been suspicious, for those who have been on my platform, I have been suspicious of the people who are within R. Kelly's camp from the beginning, right or wrong. All those people that were close to R. Kelly, those were the people I was watching. So let's take a trip down memory lane, because people acting stupid right now and it's pissing me off. So remember, certain individuals told us they brought in another individual. So the thing that has thrown me off the whole time is, why is it okay to sit here and be like, he's the mole, if other individuals reached out to him and brought him into the circle? So if he is the mole, then everybody is the mole. Wouldn't that make sense? How does it process in your mind that this person got to be a mole, but he didn't bring himself around? He didn't reach out to himself. So you're going to have to make it make sense for me. And then when I ask y'all these questions, you got nothing for me. And when I speak to that effect, you want to get mad at me because the shit you saying don't make sense. But then you want to take my phrase, make it make sense. Y'all niggas ain't making no motherfucking sense. Real talk. How the fuck he gonna be the mole? He didn't bring himself in, but he the mole. Okay, so cool. He the mole. Ain't nobody else over here the mole. No. None of the shit that they doing is suspicious. No. Throughout this whole year, those that have been on my platform strong know that when I call out certain individuals, motherfuckers get tight. Motherfuckers get tight. So to be honest, I like to keep pushing buttons. Because you over here in my ear talking about some irrelevant ass bullshit, when for me, what we witnessed last year was the beef between two individuals being played out by a lot of people stepping in. My point of view is this. This is an open investigation. I'm not finna be sitting here trying to have no conversation with no people I think the Fed's watching. The fuck? Who from the hood finna sit here and have conversations with people and you think the Fed's watching them? Who do that? Who do that? Yeah, I'm finna have an interview with you. That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no motherfucking sense to me. Motherfuckers mad at me because I have known from the moment I opened my mouth, the dudes that came out of this particular person, Don Russell mouth, has been a little bit off. So when people just kept on pushing the things that he was pushing as well, it kind of made me look at things from a different perspective. Like, you can see things from his perspective, and at the same time, you want everybody to just sit here and be on this hate bashing train. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to everybody, there's some real shit brewing, and we're going to get into that into this video after we run through my last upload, but I just wanted to get this off my chest right now because other people over here stupid. You think the whole world gonna be stupid. I can't stand motherfucking scammers that just think they so motherfucking smarter than everybody else. Cause you ain't, again, just play this shit back in y'all mind. They made it their mission to say this man don't know R. Kelly. So why do primadonnaent have a problem with him if he don't know R. Kelly? Why should I give a fuck about him? I want to know who the fuck know R. Kelly, right? The fuck is y'all talking about? Does that make sense to y'all? But then they'll get their stupid ass on their platform and try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just riding his train and this, and that. Motherfuckers, I wasn't the one traveling across states to go and do this and do this and do that. You feel me? I wasn't trying to use a person to meet another person and then get mad because I no longer like that person. For whatever reason. I don't really give a fuck what happened. But at the end of the day, y'all have saw what happens when niggas get mad at you. They just get to talking and talking and talking. So in my opinion, a lot of motherfuckers that could have been scamming together at each other and just kept throwing the blame. I don't really know. But at the end of the day, it all looks suspect to me. Because all that shit ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with no goddamn R. Kelly. Yeah, you want to keep why ain't you talking about this motherfucker? Because it ain't relevant. And as you can see, a lot of the shit that motherfuckers just had to talk about was incriminating. Again, open investigation. Everybody just wanted the Tito. Everybody need an exclusive. As you saw with me, I'm going through things that they've already said. I'm going through past articles from 2002 to present. I'm not fucking with these people. When I sit here and tell you I don't think it's a good idea to be sitting here bashing Azrael and et cetera online, guess what? Oh, again, because it's something that somebody else said and this group of people don't like. Oh, I gotta be on his team, but the shit make motherfucking sense. Leave them the fuck alone. They don't make no sense. If you're speculating that they're going to be called in to, as a witness and shit like that, why would you publicly be inserting yourself into bashing them? That don't make no motherfucking sense. And you can sit here and I got the freedom of speech all motherfucking day, but guess what? You don't have the right to fucking harass people. There is a difference. There is a difference in me, like right now, on my motherfucking page, talking about the shit that's going on my page. There is nothing wrong with me talking about things that have been printed in an article for the dumbass motherfucker talking about, well, what's the difference in what you're doing and what Don Russell doing? Let me explain the biggest difference, stupid. Do I have contact with these goddamn accusers? Did I send them some mail? Did I reach out to their damn attorney and crop some shit and say, if you don't drop this lawsuit, I'm going to expose the real shit? Did I do any of that? Did I then go on, let's see, 6 motherfucking platforms and describe just that? Did I do that? I'll wait. That's the difference. Be asking stupid questions. Exactly. So, as who said that? As Bree Ramsey said, it was all a competition for some. And like I pointed out, you ain't got to like the next person. This person might be good at doing this. You ain't got to sit here and deal with nobody that say they support R. Kelly. So to just sit here and watch people go strong, leading this bullshit when there's bigger topics to be discussed. Motherfuckers keep getting on here reading the same motherfucking indictments, but they leaving out some very key important facts. Now, some of you may not be aware that recently it's been put out on social media that Rashonda Landfair is cooperating with the feds. Now, if you hadn't recalled, it's been this ongoing battle. Is she cooperating? Is she not? 1 minute the attorney says she is cooperating. Then he comes out and releases a statement and says that the $2 million payoff is bullshit. And then now, because Daryl McDavid is trying to separate himself from being in the same trial with R. Kelly, the prosecutors have explained why they don't feel like that's a good idea. And in their explanation and explaining why they don't think it's a good idea, they state that Rashonda Landfair is testifying. They're also stating that the victims, let's go back to it, because so much has passed and so much bullshit has been the focus of people's attention. I almost forgot about this Chicago indictment. And people are like, Greenberg said he's not worried about the Chicago indictment. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one in which Rashonda was included in, with the volume of tapes in which they said. Like I told you months ago, according to Greenberg, he said that he only saw one tape. And it had me side-eyeing him for the simple fact, if you go to the indictment, you would have noticed that there were 4 tapes described in the indictment. And if you recall, I was asking, where are the other tapes? Where did the 3rd tape especially go? Where did the guy, you remember the guy with Gloria Allred? The guy that just happened to find the tape in his garage? Where did he go? But at the end of the day, when you look at it, even if she is testifying, it would bring into question these tapes, the chain of command. All these things will go into play. And the fact that we don't see too many motions being filed by Greenberg, it's a little bit concerning when he just said the other day he's not concerned at all about this case. If, according to these reports, this witness, this accuser is cooperating, it seems like you do have quite a bit on your hands when it comes to the Chicago case as well. Kimberly Nicole, when let me find the damn thing. Because that was my first response when the first article came out saying that she was cooperating. I was like, well, that don't mean she's testifying against R. Kelly. However, I don't think it might be on my computer, but the next video I'll include it in there. But it basically is detailing the facts that she intends to state that Daryl McDavid did this. He knew this, and he knew about her relationship with R. Kelly. But again, we know how the feds work. Remind you, her brother was accused of rape. They could have propositioned her to the fact of, hey, we got these 4 tapes and we know it's you on it. If you don't do this, we gonna do this. It's not unheard of for them to do that. So the fact that she's testifying again, I stand on what I believe about the whole situation. It tells a lot when I see other people who hear that and instantly panic when we all know they're not playing fair at all. And the biggest thing that just is crazy to me is, let's go back to what I was just speaking on, the fact that people are looking at me strange. They questioning me because I've said from the beginning that I've been side-eyeing this character, that I didn't know if he was his manager or not until it become obvious that other people reporting that he's not. Even him coming out and saying he's not his manager, until he got on another platform in which he said, okay, for the sake of this platform, we'll say I'm his manager. See, that's the type of shit that I sat here and witnessed. And y'all act like I ain't just supposed to call it out because you spent your last year ooh and ahhing about the shit the motherfucker was saying. Motherfucker sitting here holding another person's trophy all googly-eyed and shit. And you mad at motherfucking me because y'all brought somebody on y'all platform that you didn't properly know about. And or you do know about and you with the same bullshit they on. One of the two. But what they fail to realize is I'm a neutral party. So when I get on here and I speak my perception, it's my perception. It's because, again, I didn't spend my year trying to get to know fucking people that ain't relevant. It ain't because I sit here and try to spend my year trying to get exclusive information, knowing that, again, this is an open investigation and that exclusive information can be used in the court of law, period, point blank. Fuck what you thought. Ain't nobody got to call shit. In case y'all missed the latest tea with Mark Zuckerberg, he was just in the line of fire for all the privacy violations that's been going on Facebook. And you really think they can't tap into any given phone, any given device, any social media any social media device and see what the fuck they want to see. Ain't nobody got to call shit. If your dumb ass is gonna be on the goddamn live platform being stupid, who fault is that? Who fault is that? You stupid. That's just like posting some weed on your social media account, talking about some I got that fire, and then you get arrested, and then you get your stupid ass on the internet and say, who told on me? Motherfucker, you told on you, you dummy. Fuck you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? And you want to know something else since I'm venting? Like I told old girl earlier, I ain't got nothing to do with that police shit because shit, if I file a report on you, I'm gonna file a report on you for my safety. It ain't to necessarily put you in jail like I did in a previous situation when I was threatened. See, these dumbass motherfuckers get on here and they threaten people, and then they want people to feel sorry for you when you act in your best interest. I ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with people over here sending people to call people for stupid ass reasons, but I will protect myself if a motherfucker come for me, period. So at the end of the day, when I seen other people doing this type of shit, when I saw other people engaging in bully tactics when things weren't going their way, it made it more obvious to me that they may have some type of situationship going on with this character in particular, because they do pretty much a lot of the shit that I noticed he will do. And if you think about it, I'm finna show you this video just to confirm this fact that y'all mad at the wrong motherfucking person. Y'all mad at me because I peep game, and while y'all over here talking about this person, I knew from my research that this particular incident was a problem for R. Kelly. With that being said, me watching a person get on 5, 6 different platforms and tell you over and over what he did, and everybody sitting around here like ain't nothing happened, that shit was crazy to me. Crazy than a motherfucker. But even the white people, I don't even mean to say it like that because of course I'm not racist, but even the white people was on Don Russell ass. You want to know why? Because you know when he was telling y'all how he wrote I do not accept this contract, you remember him telling y'all how he wrote that on Faith Rogers' lawsuit? And some of y'all keep asking, how did they know which Jane Doe it was? Because they know what happened. Like, what is y'all talking about? Again, y'all don't spend so much time on these stupid people platform. Y'all don't even know what the fuck going on. Clearly, they know who the Jane Does are. They know the stories that the Jane Does told them. So if he know that his motherfucking ass sent her a letter to get on these motherfucking platforms and tell y'all this story was either one, the stupidest thing to do on the fucking planet, or you're doing that shit intentionally. So when people come on my platform and be like, I hope he not that stupid, he told you, like, what the else do you want? How do you hope he... Y'all be getting me all razzled for no reason. How do you hope he didn't do that? He told you he did it. Then talking about some what I'm doing and pointed out seems like I'm helping the government. Motherfucker, if you don't think that they know all this shit, you crazy. And if you don't think somewhere in your mind, somewhere it's all the way in the back of your mind, if you don't think that this man is free to go back and read his affidavits and his indictments and rethink that. But look, this was a year ago. And this guy is basically talking about this letter in which Don Russell wrote, explaining and how it was basically what y'all, if I don't understand what he was talking about, he was trying to, pause it. It's buffering. I'll just leave it right there. Y'all could go look it up in your time. It's called, Is R. Kelly a Sovereign Citizen? And basically he's asking in the question because the way Don Russell did the little lawsuit, that would imply that R. Kelly is a sovereign citizen. And if you haven't went through the steps to become a sovereign citizen, you sitting here writing on a piece of paper, I don't accept this, that don't mean a motherfucking thing in court. Somebody's reporting. Can y'all still hear me? Hold on, let me pause. Okay, you can hear me now? Okay. Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay, let me answer. He guards my heart before it cut off. I don't know if it's gonna cut off again, but let me answer you real quick. You running with that narrative that whatever Don did was part of Rob's indictment and the government is only reaching. You can run with that narrative, or you can accept the fact that him doing that was illegal. So them watching him from that point on to watch his actions was that's normal behavior for the feds. So whatever happened to spawn them to arrest him now, that doesn't change the fact in what he did then. We clearly know, they should have picked him up then. But that's not odd to you that a person would know they did this, see it talked about on this docuseries, know these articles are out stating that the police are investigating him. Just go search his name. He's known this fact. And like I told you last year, I stated that fact. He was being investigated. Yet all these people so willingly brought them to their platforms. So to sit here and be like the government is reaching, no, the government is building their case as they normally do. And if they can let motherfuckers, whether they know it or not, hang themselves, that's what they're going to do. So like I said, either this got to be the stupidest person or you working with them. Period. Swallow that up, because that's the truth. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all be so quick to sit here and just be trying to justify other people's actions. Y'all don't see the bigger picture. Just when I was asking about his money last year about, this particular person, man, motherfuckers was posting shit all up in their feelings. Oh no, this person would never do that. I don't know this motherfucking person, so I'm watching them. I got questions. I got questions for a lot of motherfucking people because the shit is not making no sense. Exactly. Never trust the feds. If y'all want to know how you answer the questions with the feds, you go look up Lil Wayne deposition. She just said, I don't know. I don't recall. Like, the fuck? That's not something I condone. I don't condone calling the police on nobody. So just because